back at it again with the Stanley Parable. I just have to. I just have to play the game. I'm gonna make this one a lot shorter. I'm gonna try to go for like one ending, maybe two. I'm gonna make it more shorter, but oh my god, what an experience. Welcome back. No problem. Ooh. Hey, those
All
are
of
my
his co-workers
balloons.
were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
bucket.
Stanley picked up the bucket.
I have a bucket! This generally makes it so much better. Everything's back to normal. No more big contact sign.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Is there gonna be...
This was not the correct way to the meeting room. But
Wait.
Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be.
Did he record a line for everything when you have a bucket? No way.
And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this better than the meeting room? Yes, Stanley thought to himself. Yes, perhaps it truly was. How insightful the bucket turned out. No, never mind. The bucket was wrong.
It's me and the
Stanley
bucket.
took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
Anything new here?
No,
Said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there.
Oh.
Go to the cargo lift.
Oh! Now last time. Oh, it's a figurine!
You found one of them. One of the miniature Stanley figurines. Remember, no reward for collecting all of these, only the intrinsic pleasure of a job well done. You
Yeah.
can't buy that sort of happiness, Stanley. God knows I've tried. So, I implore you to savor each and every moment you come across one of these beautiful figurines.
Yo, they turned me into a remarkable. I wonder. Well, time to die. Wait, what if I go through this ending again with the bucket? Don't want to, but I want to see what happens. Wait. Oh.
Okay, this is day number
What?
295. Take number... I don't even know. I lost
What?
track. Nothing feels real anymore.
God.
The longer I study this bucket, the less sense anything makes. The sheer euphoria I feel every time I
What
pick it up. No matter how many times I've done it, it's always the same feeling. And the emptiness in my chest when I set it down. It doesn't make sense. There's no explanation for it. I still haven't figured out why I see the world so differently when this bucket
the-
is in my arms. Why everything feels so... What do I do with this treasure? I can monetize it. Yes. It's unthinkable the amounts of money people will pay for even just an hour with the
God.
bucket. This is my golden ticket. But I have to be careful, because as soon as this gets out, there's going to be a target on my back. Even now, I don't know who might be trying to get me. What's that? Who's there? Caporata.
What the fuck? I'm telling you, there's fairy potential now. Not saying there was before, but... Was that Stanley talking or another person who had the bucket? Now I don't feel... Is there...
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
What if I go through... Does every ending change
Stanley
with the
lifted
bucket?
the bucket into his arms, and a wave of comfort rushed
Does
over him.
every ending change with the bucket? I really wonder.
Stanley clung the bucket to his cheek. Could his co-workers really all be gone? Yes, whispered the bucket into Stanley's ear.
We've done it. We've escaped from that dull office and that pesky narrator. At last, out here in the white void, we are alone. Now, and for the first time, I can reveal to you my true self.
The bucket began to tell Stanley of its life and its history, of the countless wars it witnessed, desecrating the land and lives of untold numbers of innocent humans, and the bucket's own complicity therein, of sadness and regret, and the many years it spent dwelling on the actions it might have taken to curb the madness and the decay,
There's
if only
bucket
it had been
endings.
stronger. Of hope
There's
and redemption,
bucket
and its crusade to
endings.
uplift the stock of life for the common man, to manifest justice where none existed,
Bucket
and the bittersweet
endings,
reality
what
of
the
time, to
fuck?
see one's dreams and wishes
I
met
love
halfway,
this.
meted out in
This is so
parcels like charity,
stupid.
and abandoned as soon as the
But I
warm
love
glow
it.
of inspiration begins to dim. The opportunities to do so much more. There was so much it could have done, perhaps, the bucket wondered to itself.
This
Perhaps
is worth
if
the,
it had seen
the
its own
$25.
darkness
Well,
with a
I paid
clearer perception.
$16 because I got
This
the
was
sale.
way too much for Stanley.
What are you talking about?
He screamed.
You're a bucket?
To this, the bucket furrowed its brow.
No,
Said the bucket.
not since the evil wizard Gambhorata first ensnared me in his machinations as
What
payback
the-
for the sacred amulet I stole from his treasured vaults.
What
I
the-
was young back then and could not conceive the ramifications of... No!
Stanley screamed even louder this time.
This is stupid! You are a bucket!
You are a
This is
bucket.
so stupid! Why are we even doing this?
As Stanley screamed and screamed and screamed, the bucket revealed its true form, transforming into a mighty beast of untold
Oh my
power.
God.
Its fangs glistening like...
What the fuck?
My God, Stanley, you did it.
What the-
You saved us from the bucket. Thank God you already had all 12 emblems of sages and knew the incantations to summon their true power. Otherwise, we would have easily been overwhelmed by
Yep.
the bucket's power.
Yep, there's
And
definitely gonna... Yep,
You've
we're gonna need a
demonstrated
theory
such bravery here
about
today.
the bucket.
Come, let's restart the game, and we'll agree to never again go trifling with this bucket,
Yes.
nor the dark magic cast away
I agree.
inside of it.
Interesting. That is theory potential there.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I think I might do a video about all bucket endings. I'm just gonna explore without the bucket. Huh.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door and this was not the correct way to the
Wonder.
meeting
I
room,
wonder.
and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Yes, just to admire it. Just to admire it.
Wow. Yes.
Yeah, I
this
get it, I get it.
room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Actually, wait. Oh my God. Actually, what if we do the escape pod ending with the
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. The confusion and the chaos all seemed to melt away as Stanley embraced the bucket.
this is just for
Stanley clutched the
experiment.
bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Did he still have the secret? No. How can we find them? There will be a reward, find them all. Mission what the fuck? Stairs. Has something to... Something before it blew near fireplace. Oh. Interesting.
Oh, Stanley, can you feel it? The broom closet. It wants the bucket. You can feel that, can't you? The aura of jealousy. It's as clear as day. This broom closet believes it deserves the bucket.
The second broom closet.
Feel it now. It's a bucket. It belongs in a broom closet. That's what the broom closet is trying to say here. It's supposed to go with the other cleaning supplies. Good for you, Stanley.
I want to give it in. I don't like
hand
it.
over the bucket. I know how hard it must be, given the pressure that the broom closet is putting on your
It's
shoulders
the
right
broom
now. But you
closet.
have to
I
be
have to
strong.
listen to
This
it.
is your bucket. This is your companion and lifelong friend.
This is definitely the companion cube from Portal.
Getting into name-calling now, it seems. Is this how low the broom closet has sunk, that it has to
No.
resort to this stream of petty insults simply in order to get you to hand over the bucket? Stanley, I never liked this broom closet for a variety of reasons.
Yeah.
But even this is worse than I had imagined.
Okay.
And wait, now the broom closet
What
has
the-
the gall to imply that you and the bucket are not truly deep and lasting friends? That your relationship is purely superficial and convenient? That your
Yeah.
life is so banal and meaningless that you'd feel the same sort of kinship towards any inanimate object which happened
I
to
don't
lay
love
in your
that
path in an even partially enticing manner? Well, I never. Go on, Stanley. Lay into it. Really tell the broom closet off for its demeaning comments. Expand
the
on the
broom
wide
closet?
variety of
I
experiences
can't
you
hate
and the
the
bucket
broom
have shared
closet.
together. Go through each of them point by point. Share your journal entries detailing the
I'll
rich
go.
emotional landscape of your feelings for the bucket. But coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office. Another miniature Stanley figurine. This, there really must be a snappier name for these things. What about mini stands? Stanley figs? Or
Mini stands.
What
I love
about
mini stands.
Stanlerines? Yes, I think I like
Stanlerines.
that. Another Stanlerine under your belt.
Okay, that's actually good. Stanurine. That's kind of hard to say, but it works. I'm really loving this game. This is an experience. Okay.
Okay, I'm going back to the name of these little Stanley figurines, and now I'm torn between Stanlerines and Figlies. What do you think, Stanley? What name
I
better
think
encapsulates the
mini stands
intrinsic
are
sense
much
of
better.
happiness that you get from seeing a small number in the corner of your screen go up by one? Let me sit on it. I'm sure it will come to me.
I wonder, did they add anything to this? Nope. Go to the elevator as always.
Stepping
Do we get anything new for... Anything new? Trust the completion instinct. I like that. Is there any... Wait, why is it all... Huh. Is this... I wonder... Will there be anything different for this escape pod ending? Will we actually get the escape pod ending? Me and my bucket, me and my bucket, me and my bucket, I'm not alone. It's me and my bucket, me and my bucket, I'm not gonna be alone. It's my bucket, I love the bucket. The bucket's my friend and I love the bucket. Go get the bucket, moving its handle. Look at that bucket go. Me and my bucket, me and my bucket. I think we are best friends. But maybe not, because that broom closet said we are not friends. Maybe he's right. Maybe this bucket is not my friend. And seeing that other ending and that other ending, starting to think this bucket is really evil, and I'm only holding it because I want to see what can be different. Huh. Okay. Anything different? Anything different? This was made in a different. This was made in a different engine. Wait, what? Wait, we're actually going in. Oh! What? What the? I was not expecting that actually. Oh my god! I was not expecting that! I was genuinely not expecting that. Now, is it different?
How long was I sitting there? Stanley wondered to himself. Minutes? Days? Centuries? Did something crucial happen while my senses were turned? He made a note to be more careful with time from now on.
The bucket's gone. The bucket's gone. What? Huh. Interesting.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
So, got nearby fireplace. Some are both brand new. Complete the.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and coming to a staircase. Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life.
It was
Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk.
What?
That kind of anxiety isn't healthy.
What?
So he relaxed for a few moments with some calming New Age music.
Oh, there is a camera.
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
It's only near a fireplace. I knew it.
You're getting close now, Stanley. You've nearly gotten all of the Figler Anarines. Very soon, you'll collect the last one, and then the first number will equal the second number, and that will be it. We'll be different people by then. Different in the sense that we used to have none of them, and now we have them all. You can't go back to when you had no Figler Anarines.
Oh.
None of us can.
Oh. Okay, we'll begin the game again. It's somewhere red and blue, so I know where it could be.
All of his co-workers were
Bucket
gone.
back.
What could it mean? Stanley
bucket's
decided to
back.
go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Bucket's back, but
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
I think
The lounge was sublime, a work of art. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
I don't think I will.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you. What? Really?
Yeah.
I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others?
Yeah.
Are you that convinced that I want
already
something
said
bad
this.
to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful.
Oh.
Look, let me prove it. And there it is. The last Stiggly Wiggly. Savor this moment, Stanley.
Achievement?
This is a real accomplishment. This is doing something just for the sake of doing it. Where so many people expect to be rewarded for the most trivial achievements, you've insisted that a job well done is its own reward. I would tell you that I'm proud of you for collecting them all, but that would be like a reward, and we can't have that. So, instead I'll just say, it's done. We're all done here. And now we can go to whatever the hell you were doing before you hunted for figurines. Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Begin the game again. I really like this. I wonder, what if we go back to the place where it's talking about the figurines? Is something gonna be different? It better be different. This is such an experience. I know I said that multiple times, but it's such an experience.
Stanley, I'm sorry, but I have to put a pause on things. It's those figurines. Those figglers. I haven't stopped thinking about them since you nabbed every last one. Wasn't it just the most intrinsically fulfilling moment of your entire life? Didn't it fill you to the brim with inner richness?
Yeah.
Yes, I know we're supposed to be telling a story, but won't you please indulge me with one more trip back to the memory zone? I would love nothing more than to revisit the figurines.
Fine,
just
whatever.
one more time.
Yeah. See this before you stand. Not really when Stan collected the collectibles. Stanley Parable. Okay, guess I'll just go here.
Here's where it all began. The first collectible. Back then, we had no idea of how many of them we'd find. Sure, it said 6 right there on the screen, but how could we know for certain? We were so innocent. We'll never be like that again, Stanley.
Oh, wait, what? Collected 7. What the fuck?
And here was a second Stanlerine. You found this one all on your own, just by poking around in the warehouse. You did that, Stanley. I'll be honest. Back then, I had no faith in you to find any of them, let alone 6. But you continue to surprise me in all sorts of mundane, unremarkable ways.
Oh.
Okay, let's do a little quiz. Which of these rooms was the room you found your third mini stand? Can you remember?
Understairs. It was understairs, right?
Hey, that's exactly right. It was here, under the stairs. It was the third one.
Yes.
You picked it up, and then after that, you had 3 of them. I'm glad these moments are so crystal clear in your memory, but I shouldn't be surprised. After all, science tells us that it's impossible to forget your third time doing anything.
Oh, I'm sorry. He said, okay, look, okay,
Let's see.
it's impossible.
What came next?
Look, he said it's impossible to forget your third time doing anything. And since Stanley Parable was originally a source game, a source mod, and then a source game, it's kind of related to Valve. And, Valve forgets their third time doing anything. Look, I just... Look.
Oh yes, we found a Figley in this pink room.
No, we didn't.
Oh, well, I can't actually say I remember being in this room, but it's here in the memory zone, so it must have happened.
No, we didn't. Where's the stairs? Oh, fine, let's go. We did not... Oh, is this from the trailer? I think this was from the trailer. I don't remember.
This was the 5th mini-stand, and this one was really something special. It was behind the boss's office. I remember it so clearly. In fact, because this one is particularly special to me, I made a little video to commemorate the occasion.
What?
Enjoy.
What? I can't. The magic was Oh my god! You farted behind him! Oh my god! I love this!
Takes you back, doesn't it? I spent a lot of time making that video, but it was 8 minutes I wouldn't have spent on anything else.
8 minutes. That actually sounds like the right amount of time of making like a PowerPoint presentation. And this.
And then, Stanley, then we came to the last collectible, the final figurine, right here by the red and blue doors. This memory is the most distinct and clear in my mind, perhaps because it was the one that happened more recently than all the others. Who can truly say how the mind works? All I know is that this is the moment where you picked up a Figley and I thought to myself, yes, that's all of them. They're all collected. It was a moment unlike any other.
I overachieved
except for the other
achievement.
moments picking up
So what
figurines,
now?
which it was exactly like.
Oh. Wait, they will... Okay, they will leave both. What's this? Oh.
And then there was no more, because we've caught up to the present moment. Nothing left to do but move onward into the future. Goodbye, memory zone.
Oh no! Well, that was the figure. The figure in there.
No, I'm not done.
Wait, what?
I'm not ready to move on. Stop the loading screen.
Oh.
Isn't there some way we can stay here, keep enjoying these figurines? Let's just go backwards. We'll do the memory zone again from the opposite direction. See how that feels.
Okay, oh. I genuinely fudged.
Okay, yes, the room with the red and blue doors. I remember this. I must say, of all the figurines we looked at in our initial tour of the memory zone, this one is the most distinct and clear in my mind. Let's keep going, I want more. And here's where I made that video.
Yeah,
Don't you
the
remember
video.
the video we watched?
No!
Yes, I love that video.
Okay, let's go on. Moving on.
Still don't remember the pink room, Stanley. Still no memory of this one.
It was
Good
behind-
room,
it was
though.
the stairs.
A solid room.
It was in the stairs. How do you not remember? Oh no, I mean, it was in the stairs. And the fourth
These really
one
were
was
a
the
treat to hunt down.
bathroom,
You
right?
know, if there had been any kind of reward for finding all of these, it really would have neutered the intrinsic joy of collecting them. I'm very glad we resisted the temptation. Next one.
What's the next one? Oh, okay, interesting. Yeah, it was the bathroom.
This was our second Figley. Don't you remember? Yes, I remember it too. The past is truly a wonderful thing. Why does anyone ever choose to leave it? Keep going.
Oh, we just have to leave it.
This is it. The very first one we found in the exhibit where I introduced you to the figurines. Oh, I want more memories, Stanley. I want to keep going. What else is there? What came before this?
Oh. Like, we're going too far back, I think.
Look, it's the terrible new content that we were originally sold on. I remember hating it back then, but time does put a rosy filter on everything. In fact, I dare say I'm actually quite fond of it now. Look how much fun the past is. I want more. More memories.
Okay, like, are we going to go back to the original mod? Oh, the two doors.
Oh, yes, the two doors. Who could have forgotten that?
Nobody can forget the two doors of the Stanley Parable. Yeah, left is right. Right is left. And my office.
And before everything else, there was your office.
And push buttons.
Is there anything else? Was there something that came before your office?
Well, there was the mod.
There's something I feel I can remember. I can remember.
Oh, are we actually going to the mod?
Yes, I'm remembering something now. I remember before this whole story got started. Back then I was different. I used to make big decisions. I was passionate. I was skeptical. I weighed each decision with profound thoughtfulness. And then somewhere along the way, I stopped making decisions. I became lazy. And I came up with a character named Stanley to do my thinking for me.
What?
He would make the decisions. He would decide which way to go. I would cheer him on as he collected figurines for no reason.
What the?
Why did I invent Stanley? Was I lonely? Yes, perhaps that's it. Perhaps I needed to imagine I had companionship. And Stanley really did.
Look, I told... This is a lot of new lore. They are really asking for the theory they never got.
Make for a wonderful companion, even if he was a fiction. But I suppose it's grown old. I want to think for myself again. I want to go back to how it used to be. Yes, I can be on my own again. I can do it.
No,
I'll be stronger this time. I'll take care of myself. I don't need Stanley anymore.
No.
Oh, but he truly was so much fun to play with. You know what? Since we're in the memory zone, how about one more good memory? Let's go back just once and give Stanley one more run of the office, and then I'll retire him for good.
No.
I did enjoy telling this story so very much. Okay, here we go. This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Oh. Was that it? That is interesting. That's some interesting lore. Hold on. Okay, okay.
All of his co-workers were gone.
That's
What could
interesting.
it mean?
What?
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
What is this one of those random things? What the frick? Okay then. One of those random things. Okay, I'm gonna try to do the escape pod
When
ending.
Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I really want to see if there's something different now, since we're in the sequel thing. The sequel phase.
Yet there was not a single person
Oh yeah,
here
see,
either.
nothing different.
Feeling a
Yeah, it
wave of
changed back.
disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked
We
upstairs
still
to
haven't
his
done
boss's
like
office.
most of the other endings that are like obvious, that aren't obvious, like the confusion ending.
Okay, I think we all know the drill by now. Blah, blah, blah. Dark secrets, the keypad. Stanley pushes some buttons. Oh, hey, look, it's a new passageway. Quelle surprise.
Okay, I guess we can't collect the figurines anymore. I really liked the fake loading screen they did there. I forgot to do I was like, I forgot I was doing the escape pod ending.
Descending deeper into the building,
You know what?
Stanley
It's
realized
fine.
he
I'll
felt a
do
bit
it.
peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Okay, let me go.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control
Let me go
Facility.
here. I want to look at.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
I don't think so. Even though I know I do die in this ending.
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track. At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
Huh, that's interesting. Oh, time to die. I want to look at this ending to see what's like new. Portal 2 ending? Oh, that's new.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley
Yeah.
can't see the bigger picture.
Yeah, I could.
He doesn't know the real story. Trapped forever in his narrow
No,
pit.
this ending is this ending in the original is the one that made me think there is some theory potential here.
Of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind
But
man.
every ending
So he
has
resigned
like
and
some
willingly
sort of
accepted this violent
theory
end to
or
his
some
brief
sort of
and shallow
thing it's
life.
trying to tell.
Farewell, Stanley.
And then the female name.
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
But I didn't die. I'm the player. Stanley died.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
I don't know. I'm the player
When
here.
every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same.
Yeah.
Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Huh. The impeccable Kevin Brighting as the narrator. Who couldn't forget the narrator? I wonder. I really wonder if most of these unfinished endings.
Now look closely, Stanley. See how it's impossible for the player to do anything in this room. Perfect example of poor level design, textbook mistake. It's the kind of thing you'd pick up on intuitively if you had even
Okay.
the most fundamental.
This is a very interesting room. Office clock. It's a very interesting. Oh. Countdown desk. Okay then. Wait a minute. Oh. Countdown room. Huh, interesting. Huh. Ooh, what's this? Game is design. Okay. my office. Well, Stanley's office. Okay. Oh, the war zone. I really love. I don't know, like. Oh, maintenance room. Printer. I really wonder if some of these cut endings actually made it to the game. I mean, into this game. Look at the exit. Oh, levers. Sending. Oh, that looks pretty cool. I really want to look. I really wondered the Zending. Zen is. Oh, trailers. Okay, interesting. Okay, yeah, okay, this vent. So yeah, 2 doors. Disobey. Vent. There's always some sort of vent in the, like, there's a vent. Oh, so this is the, this is where you can know the confusion ending, which is interesting. Oh. Oh, oh, wait. Oh, cargo lift. Oh, I really like this because it, oh my, it looks like Portal. I like this. I wish there was like a setting where you can like change it to make it look like that, but that would be a lot of work. Okay, I guess we'll just exit now.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free. Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen. But listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game.
Interesting.
As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you.
I'm just gonna begin the game. Okay, now I'm actually just gonna do the escape pod ending to see. This is like my third time doing the escape pod ending. Oh. Oh!
Hi, Stanley. Just wanted to leave you a message to let you know there's a few things I need you to pick up on your way home from work
Okay.
today. We need milk, cereal, dish soap, spaghetti, get a thing of sugar, some bread, and coffee beans, whichever ones you like. I'll give you a call if there's anything I forgot. Thanks, sweetie. See you tonight.
She sounds very nice. Oh my god. Stanley got lucky. I hate you, Bucket. Wait. Oh, there's so much, like, The alternate endings with the bucket is very
When Stanley
insane.
came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I think somebody already made like a video of, I don't know.
Yet
Sounds,
there was not a single person here either.
I know
Feeling a wave of
somebody.
disbelief, Stanley decided to
Hold
go.
on. I know somebody's gonna make a video on all the bucket
Up to his
alternate endings.
boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
So the narrator created Stanley because he got lazy. What the fuck?
Here's the door.
Oh, goodness. Here's the door. What? Here's the door. What? Uh-huh. Okay, I'm just gonna... Oh, that does kind of scare me. Okay, let's see if... Because to change the... Now, will we be the ones who actually escape? That's the question. You know what, I'm gonna skip until I get to the... I'm gonna just skip forward until I get to the... escape pod. Alright, and now I'm here. Now let's see. Will we actually enter the escape pod? No, it's just the same. I don't get it. Why is it always like that? Okay, you know what? That's where I'm gonna end it. Goodbye, guys. Goodbye, guys.